What's going on, everyone? So in this video, we're going to be diving into NVIDIA a little bit. Now, if you guys have been trading or holding or swinging NVIDIA this year, you will know that this stock has absolutely been just an absolute monster, right? So I can't even get into start to describe, how many people have benefited off the long side of NVIDIA, and with topping out at $480 on Friday was, something very, very special. Congratulations to everyone who has been catching that cash flow to the top side, even if you have been in and out of this thing, day trading it on a day in, day out basis. Now, what I kind of want to focus on here is going to be a little bit of a short-term pullback to potentially make some money back down to the downside. Now, we do have a ton of support down below, so by no means necessary do I mean that, NVIDIA is going to be trading at 300 tomorrow. What we're looking at is just a little bit of a back test. If we can start to get in short below Friday's lows, and that price is going to be around 450, okay? So around 450 and a half. If we can get a short position below that, and as long as we don't start breaking back up towards the highs. Now, again, this is going to be a wide trade here. What I want to really focus on is the short level off the daily chart of around $450. And I want to look to cover into this gap here into the 5-day moving average at around 440. Okay. So we have $10 to play with there. I think that's more than sufficient enough to catch $1, $2, $3 on that downwards move. Now, if we're looking at where to put a stop loss for this, we're going to need to use something smaller like the 1 hour time frame. If we look at the 1 hour time frame here, look at on Friday how we spiked all the way up to almost $481 and immediately pulled all the way back here to our channel level. Now, our channel level is a big support here for the short term on a 1 hour basis. That price is sitting at around 454. Currently in the after hours on Friday, we were trading as high as 456.50. So what I would like to start watching is if we start to break down below those Friday lows at around 450 and a half, and we start to lose this 50-day moving average on a 1 hour time frame, I'd like to get in between 450 and 448 and try to play this back down to around 441. Okay, now our stop loss is going to be somewhere between 453 and 454. If that's too wide of a stop for you, size down. So if you're playing 10 lots, which is 100 share lots, if you're playing 10 of those, you're playing 1,000 shares, move it down to 5. If you're playing 5 lots, 500 shares, let's go down to 250. If we're normally playing 100 shares, which is 1 lot, let's go ahead and move that down to 50 or 40 shares. If we're playing options, for example, myself, I play 10 options on NVIDIA. That's my normal sizing. I'm probably going to play 5, so forth and so forth. Just kind of use it as that. Because of the way that NVIDIA moves in the range that it has, I don't really want to give myself a $3, $4, $5 stop loss, but I'm okay with giving up 2 or 3 points on NVIDIA. I just need to size myself correctly. But I think this move is going to be very beneficial to a lot of short-term traders here. We do have a gap here that needs to get filled between 448 and all the way down to around 441. So this is the play that I'm looking to take advantage of here, is going to be this short position here. And again, my stop loss will be if we break below the 1 hour 50-day moving average. Okay, the simple moving average here, the 50-day. If we break below that and then start to recover this top channel, I will get out of that because there's a lot of upside here back into the price of 460, 462, and obviously the upper Bollinger Band at around 474. That's not a trade that I'm going to looking to be in holding going against me. Now, if we look at a smaller time frame like the 5-minute, if we look at the 5-minute time frame here, we came all the way down to the bottom channel. Now we have room here off of support all the way back up to 462. There is some pit stops at 458 and 462, but what I want to keep in mind here is that this big drastic decline that we had on Friday could set up for a little bit of a short-term bounce. So again, if you're a hyper scalper where you're looking to get in and get out very quickly, you might have an opportunity to use Friday's lows as a stop and try to bounce this for 1 or 2 points. But just understand, if we do bounce back into the middle of this range at around 458 to 460, this is just setting up a nice big bear flag for a breakdown to the downside. Of course, our macro level here is at 450 and 50-cent change area here. That's the bigger trade that I would be looking for here. But again, for you smaller scalpers, you might want to take advantage. But again, It doesn't matter if Nvidia is moving up, it's moving down, it's moving sideways, this, that, and the other. This has been an extremely hot stock. So when ranges get big like this, when ranges get, you know, where they're moving 10, 15 points, 20 points, for example, on Nvidia in one day, there's plenty of areas in zones and you know, kind of gaps that we can play where we can go in with decent size and take $1 here, take $2 there. Again, if you go in with a short position and it starts to turn against you and it starts breaking through technical levels, don't be a dummy and try to hold on to that. Again, if you take a long play because you have a particular setup that looks good to the long side and we get rejected and we start to lose the lows, please be a smart trader and protect your capital. The first thing that any good trader is going to tell you, that it's all about capital preservation first, it's all about mental equity second, and then these charts and these setups can, you know, it doesn't really matter. The reason why it doesn't really matter is because there's thousands of stocks in the market where every single day something's moving and every single day you can catch a little piece of something. So we don't need to get fixated on the one particular trade that we maybe happen to be losing on. We just need to take calculated risk and kind of manage our positions accordingly. If you guys like this video and maybe perhaps you guys are interested in learning my strategy, getting with me, doing some one-on-one coaching and live trading, visit evolutiontraders.com. I've got a couple of spots left for some new traders to kind of get in the room and start, you know, trading with the team. Again, access to all the courses, access to the live trading room, access to you know, 1 hour coaching sessions a week, and trading with the rest of the guys. I'll see you guys on the inside.